Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about Negotiable Instrument Act, which is one of the important chapters in the CMA Foundation. At the CMA Foundation level, you are having only found basics only, the basic introduction about the negotiable instruments and various kinds of instruments like promissory note, bills of exchange and check. Now let us have a glance about the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. So this act was passed in the year of 1881. This act deals with the negotiable instruments. So we are going to discuss about what is the meaning of negotiable instrument, what is the meaning of negotiation, what is the meaning of instrument, all these things we are going to discuss. Let us have an overview about the contents of the Negotiable Instrument Act for you. So basically this chapter deals with the negotiable instruments. So the definition of negotiable instrument is given under section 13 of the Act, which deals with it says that negotiable instrument includes promissory note, bills of exchange and check. So what are all the instruments include? Promissory note, bills of exchange and check. So this act starts with the definition of negotiable instrument, that is given under section 13, which says that negotiable instrument includes promissory note, bills of exchange and the check. Now here we are going to discuss about the promissory note, we are going to discuss about the bills of exchange and we are going to discuss about the check. And we are going to discuss about the crossings of checks. What is the meaning of crossings and the other relevant topics. Now let us try to understand or let us discuss about the negotiable instrument definition. The negotiable instrument definition is given under section 13, which says that negotiable instrument means promissory note and bills of exchange and check. To understand what is the meaning of negotiable instrument, first we should understand what is the meaning of promissory note. Now let us understand what is the meaning of promissory note. The definition for promissory note is given under section 4. You have to remember the sections here. Section 4 defines promissory note. So what is the meaning of promissory note? Promissory note means it is an instrument in writing. So it has to be an instrument. What is the meaning of instrument? So instrument means any document which is creating the legal rights and obligations between the parties. That means if any document is creating the legal rights and obligations between the parties, then that is considered to be an instrument. That means suppose there is an instrument is there. A has transferred an instrument to B. If A gave an instrument to B, it means that this instrument can create the legal obligations and rights between the A and B. So that is the meaning of instrument. So instrument means any document which is creating the legal rights and obligations between the parties. So what is the meaning of document? So instrument means instrument, we can say that instrument is equal to any document which is followed by rights, legal rights and obligations. Then what is the meaning of document? So the word document is defined under General Clauses Act, which says that document means anything which is giving some information to other parties. Simply to say, this is not the exact definition, but simply to say, document means anything which is giving some information to other parties. So here don't be under the impression document means it has to be on the paper only. It need not be on the paper. It can be on anything. So the word, if you observe the definition, document means anything which is giving some information, maybe in the form of letters, maybe in the form of words, maybe in the form of figures, any symbols, even that is also considered to be document. For example, if you observe road signs, any signs on the road, maybe right turn, left turn, like that we will be having the signs on the road. even they are also considered to be document because that is giving some information to us. Suppose take the example on the road, you are having a sign like this. So what it means? It means that you have to take right turn. So is it not giving some information to you? Yes, it is giving some information to you. So even this is also considered to be document. So according to General Process Act, document means anything which is giving some information to other party. So if it is giving some information to other party, then that is considered to be document. So if you observe the definition of instrument, instrument means it has to be a document and all the documents are not instruments. It has to create the rights and obligations between the parties. So whenever if some document is creating the rights and obligations between the parties, then that is considered to be an instrument. Are you clear? So whenever if any document is creating rights and obligations between the parties, then that is considered to be instrument. So that is the meaning of instrument. Now let us go back to the definition of promissory note. Promissory note is an instrument and it has to be in writing. Promissory note is an instrument in writing. So if you want to say something as a promissory note, it has to be an instrument, it has to be in writing. So first of all, let us try to understand when the concept of promissory note comes into picture. Suppose there is a trade between A and B. A sold, B sold some goods to A. For that, A shall give some money. Here, instead of giving the money, if A is giving an instrument or in writing on the paper, if he is stating that, well, I don't have the money right now, maybe after 2 months, I am going to give the money to you. So, if A is giving something on the paper stating that, I don't have the money right now, I am going to give the money after 2 months, after 3 months, then that instrument, that paper is called as promissory note. But all the papers are not considered to be promissory note. Here it has to satisfy all the essentials of promissory note. So what is the meaning of promissory note? Promissory note is an instrument. Already we have discussed what is the meaning of instrument. It is an instrument in writing. So it has to be in writing. So don't be under the impression writing means it has to be by handwriting only. It can be even typewritten also. Promissory note is an instrument in writing containing an unconditional undertaking. So what is the meaning of containing an unconditional undertaking? So here when A is giving the promissory note to B, A is stating that, suppose if he is saying that I promise to pay rupees so and so to B, then A is promising to make the payment to B. So here he don't put any further condition. That means he is undertaking to make the payment without any condition. If he is undertaking to make the payment with condition, then that is not a promissory note. Suppose if you take the example, I promise to pay so and so to B if it rains today. If it rains today. So when he is saying that I promise to make the payment to B, so and so amount, if it rains today, then there is condition. So subject to this condition only he is promising to make the payment. So this is not a promissory note. So that means he should undertake. What is the meaning of undertaking? Here undertaking means it's a declaration. He is taking the liability. It's a declaration that I am going to make the payment. So when he is declaring that I am going to make the payment to you without any further conditions, this should not be there. Without any further conditions, then that is called as promissory note. So promissory note, as already we have discussed, is an instrument and plus it has to be in writing and undertaking. So we need to have, it has to be an instrument and it should be in writing and it should be undertaking. So whenever if any instrument is there which is in writing, which is undertaking to pay a certain sum of money only. So what they have to state in the promissory note? It has to be a certain sum of money only. So what is the meaning of certainty here? Certainty means, Suppose take the example, I promise to pay, if I am giving an instrument saying that I promise to pay rupees 1000 along with interest. Along with interest. Then this is not a proper promissory note. Why? Because when I am saying that along with the interest, how much amount I have to pay? That is not clear. So when I am saying that I promise to pay so and so amount along with the interest, that interest must be specific. If the interest is not specific, then that is not a promissory note. Suppose if I am saying that I promise to pay so and so, that is rupees 1000 along with the interest at SBA rates. So though on the instrument I am not mentioning any amount specifically, but it is capable of being made certain. That means you can arrive at that point of time when the instrument is due, you can calculate what is the interest rate that is existing in the SBA, okay, paid by the SBA bank. Then accordingly you can calculate what is the amount. So either it has to be certain, the amount must be certain, and or capable of being made certain. Both are sufficient. Either it has to be certain or else it is capable of being made certain. So if it is satisfying any one of the condition, either it has to be certain or being made capable of being made certain. If it is satisfying any one of the condition, then that is a promissory note. So what is the meaning of promissory note? In this NIR, you have to remember only 3 to 4 definitions. One is section 13, one is section 4, section 5, section 6. Section 4 deals with the promissory note, section 5 deals with the bills of exchange, section 6 deals with the check, and section 13 deals with the definition of promissory note. Unless you understand section 4, 5, 6, you cannot understand section 13. Why? Because section 13 deals with the what is the meaning of negotiable instrument. So as for section 4, the promissory note means an instrument. Already you are clear with the meaning of instrument. It has to be in writing, containing an unconditional undertaking. So you are clear with the meaning of the undertaking. To pay a certain sum of money only. Why they have used the word only? Suppose take the example. If I am giving one promissory note stating that I promise to give my cell phone to you. If I am promising to give my cell phone to you, then that is not a promissory note. It has to be money only. Now what is the meaning of money here? Again, what is the meaning of money here? Here money means anything which is legally acceptable as a medium of exchange. So in that particular country, if something is acceptable as a medium of exchange, then that is considered to be money. In India, it is rupees only. Suppose if I promise to pay maybe charana, adana, 50 NP like that. Okay, then that is not a valid one. Why? Because right now that currency is not in existence. Okay, so it has to be in rupees only. Suppose if I promise to make the payment in dollars, then it is subject to again FEMA regulations. So as per the Foreign Exchange Management Act, if it is payable, then if it is allowable, then that is a promissory note. Otherwise, it's not a promissory note. So please do remember, it has to be money only. Legally, that is valid one. Are you clear? Here, what is the meaning of promissory note? Promissory note is an instrument that is in writing, containing an unconditional undertaking. It has to be unconditional. To pay a certain sum of money only. So that is the meaning of promissory note. So to whom it is payable? To certain person. To certain person. Or order of certain person. Order of certain person. Either it has to be payable to certain person or order of certain person. So when A is giving the instrument to B and he is saying that I promise to make the payment to B. So here B is a certain person. So that's the meaning of certain person here. So A should give the instrument which is payable to certain person. He should be certain person. And if B is endorsing the instrument to C, if B is endorsing the instrument to C, what is the meaning of endorsement? Simply to say, whenever you are transferring the instrument to B, whenever you are transferring the instrument to other person, then that is called as endorsement. If B is endorsing the instrument to C, that means that B is giving the order to A that to make the payment to C. Who is giving the order? A is liable to make the payment on the instrument. B is giving the order to A that to make the payment to C. So that is the meaning of order of certain person. Here B is certain person. A is giving the instrument to B. He is promising to make the payment to B, and that is to a certain person. To B, he is certain person. And when B is endorsing the instrument to C, that is becoming order of certain person. That is, B is giving the order to A. B is to whom he is giving the order. B is giving the order to A. Don't pay the amount to me. Please pay the amount to C. So according to the order given by B, A is making the payment. So then, who is entitled to receive the payment? C is entitled to receive the payment. So here we need to understand who are all the parties to the promissory note. So who are all the parties here? A, B, and C. So in promissory note, the person who is making the instrument is called as maker. Any person who is making the instrument is called as maker. And who is receiving the amount is called as payer. So how many parties are there in the promissory note? Two parties are there. One party, the person who is making the instrument, is called as maker, and the other party who is entitled to receive the payment is called as C, who is C, is called as payer. So how many parties are there in the promissory note? Two parties are there. Two parties are maker and the payer. So now let us revise the definition once again. So you have to refer to the definition that is given in your textbook. So it says that section 4 of the Act, it says that promissory note is an instrument. Already we have discussed what is the meaning of instrument. Instrument means any document which is creating the legal rights and obligations between the parties. Is an instrument in writing. In the bracket they have given not being a banknote and currency note. We will discuss after some time what is the meaning of that. Containing an unconditional undertaking. So already we have discussed that it has to be undertaking. Who is giving the undertaking here? The maker is giving the undertaking. So what is undertaking? He is undertaking to make the payment to B. He is undertaking to make the payment to A. Is undertaking to make the payment to B. So A is giving the instrument to B. He is undertaking to make the payment to B. Signed by the maker. So what is the other essence here? A shall do the signature. It has to be signed. A shall do the signature. Signed by the maker. Who is called as? A is called as maker of the instrument. Signed by the maker to pay a certain sum of money only. So already we have discussed what is the meaning of certain sum of money only. To the order of. So to a certain person to whom it is payable. A is promising to make the payment to B, that is to a certain person, or order of certain person, that is to C. B is giving the order to B that to make the payment to C. When B is endorsing the instrument to C, B is giving the order to A that to make the payment to C. Then because A is liable to make the payment to B, whatever may be the instructions that are given by B, that has to be followed by A here. So A shall make the payment to C. So that is the meaning of order of a certain person. And the last verse says that to the bearer of the instrument. Bearer. What is the meaning of bearer of the instrument? Bearer of the instrument means any person who is having the instrument. If he is entitled to receive the payment, then that is called as bearer. So if you observe the currency note, whether the currency note is with me or with you, it doesn't make any difference. Gandhi Tata is smiling only. Whether he is with you or with me, he will be smiling only. So it won't make any difference for the currency note. If the 50 rupees note is there with me, the value is 50 rupees when it is with me, the value is 50 rupees when it is with you also. So it doesn't make any difference. So that is why currency note is a promissory note. If you observe the currency note, if you can take any currency note, there it is clearly written that I promise to pay so and so amount, and that is signed by the Reserve Bank Governor. So that means it is a promissory note. So whether whoever is having the instrument, he is having the value. So that is why currency notes are considered to be bearer instrument. That is considered to be promissory note that is payable to bearer. So that is why now we cannot issue any promissory note which is payable to the bearer. Why? Because whenever you are issuing the promissory note which is payable to the bearer, it amounts to currency note. So that is why that power is not given to anyone. It is given to only central bank. In India, there is a Reserve Bank of India. So as per the country, the central bank will differ. So central bank will be having the power to issue the currency note. So that is why they have prohibited issuing the promissory note which is payable to the bearer. Now let us refer the definition once again. I request all the students to refer the definition section 4. So which says that a promissory note is an instrument in writing not being a bank note and currency note. So that is why they have stated not being a bank note and currency note. Why? Because even though bank note and currency notes are promissory note, but all the people, they don't have the power to issue the bank notes and currency notes. Only bankers can issue the bank notes and currency notes can be issued by only central bank or the central government as the case may be. So that is why not being a bank note and currency note they have stated. Containing an unconditional undertaking. Already we have discussed what is the meaning of containing an unconditional undertaking. So I should undertake to make the payment to other party, but that should be unconditional. Without putting any condition, I should include. To pay a certain sum of money. So already we have discussed what is the meaning of certain sum of money. The money must be certain. So it should not be vague. So I should not say that I promise to pay whatever may be the amount that I feel comfortable. So that should not be the criteria. To pay a certain sum of money only to the order of. So to a certain person or order of certain person. Already we have discussed what is the meaning of a certain person. If he is giving the instrument to B, then that is called as to a certain person. If he is giving the instrument to C, that is, if he is endorsing the instrument to C, B is giving the order to A that to make the payment to C. That is the meaning of order of a certain person and the bearer of the instrument. So here please do remember, whenever I am drawing the promissory note, apart from the Negotiable Instrument Act, we are also having other legislations are also there which are applicable to promissory note or any kind of negotiable instrument. So it has to be stamped. Unless it is stamped, it is not a valid one. But don't be under the impression when you fail to pay the stamp duty, actually it is not a valid one. Sorry, actually it is not invalid, but it is not admissible before the court of law. When you fail to make the payment, the court of law, suppose take the example, I gave the promissory note to you. I failed to make the payment. When I fail to make the payment, you are having an option to file a case against me. So when you are filing a case against me before the court of law, you are expected to submit the promissory note. If you fail, if the promissory note does not have the stamp duty, then court of law will not accept it. It doesn't mean that promissory note is not a valid one. It is not admissible. That means that the court of law will ask you to pay the stamp duty as per the state legislation. Once if you pay the stamp duty, then that is admissible before the court of law. So when you fail to pay the stamp duty, the instrument will not become invalid. The instrument, please remember, the instrument will not become invalid. It becomes only, it is not admissible before the court of law. So once if you pay the stamp duty, then that is admissible before the court of law. So what are all the essentials of a promissory note? So from the definition itself, you have to arrive at the definition. You have to arrive at the essentials. So what are all the essentials? The promissory note must be in writing. Here again, you have to remember what is the wordings that has to be used in the promissory note. So whenever I am explaining about the promissory note, I use the word I promise to pay. But here, please do remember, there is no such rule that I should use only I promise to pay. Suppose if I am using I shall pay, I will pay, even that is also sufficient. So the act is silent about the words which have to be used in the promissory note. I need not use the word I promise to pay. In one of the judgment, the Supreme Court held that even if the promissory note is in the form of letter, even that is also sufficient. So I need not to draft separately a promissory note. Suppose if someone is writing a letter, A is writing a letter to B. Okay, so he is writing a letter to B. Maybe he is one of the friends. He is writing, how are you? What are you doing these days? Like this, he is asking so many things. In between, in the letter, he wrote that I shall pay the amount to you. I borrowed the money and I shall pay the amount after 2 months. And if it is signed by the A, even that is also can be admissible as a promissory note. The Supreme Court has clearly held that the promissory note need not be in the format. There is no format is described. Even if it is in the letter format, even that is also sufficient. So now let us come back to our discussion. So what are the essentials of promissory note? Promissory note, it has to be in writing, containing an unconditional undertaking. So it has to be in writing, unconditional undertaking. This is another essential, and it must be signed. Unless it is signed, it is not a valid one. It must be signed. It has to be in writing, unconditional undertaking. It has to be signed, and the amount must be certain. Amount must be certain, and to a certain person. To a certain person, or order of certain person. Order of certain person. So when the instrument is payable to a certain person or order of a certain person, then that is considered to be promissory. So these are all the essentials that has to be satisfied. The promissory note must be in writing. It has to be unconditional undertaking, and it has to be signed. The amount must be certain, and to a certain person or order of a certain person, and it has to be stamped. If it is satisfying all these essentials, then it is said to be a promissory note. And who are all the parties to the promissory note? A and B. Generally, A is called as maker of the instrument, B is called as payee. So how many parties are there to the promissory note? Two parties are there, A and B. That is maker of the instrument and the person who is entitled to receive is called as payee. So two parties are there to the promissory note. You have to remember under section. This is under section 4. So what is the meaning? Once again, let us revise. What is the meaning of promissory note? Promissory note is an instrument. Promissory note is an instrument that has to be in writing, containing an unconditional undertaking, signed by the maker. Who has to do the signature? Maker. And the amount must be certain. To whom it is payable? To a certain person or order of a certain person. And then the other condition is the bearer. But right now, bearer of the instrument is prohibited. So this is the meaning of the promissory note.